sitting here, James Madonna. Welcome aboard, buddy.
Hey, Mr. Richards, Mr.
All right. How you doing,
It's
buddy?
my pleasure to be here. Very good, very good.
It is our pleasure, actually.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm really impressed with this lovely town. I enjoyed the trip up here, you know, because I'm a city slicker from Bergen County, New Jersey.
Sure.
And, you know, I saw a lot of livestock and rolling hills and corn and fresh air.
Well, not as much as it used to be. It's
Not a Port Jervis, you
a
know.
lot of condos now.
Oh, Port Jervis, you mean? It's Port Jervis. Is there a port anywhere, or is it?
Well,
There must have been a real port at one time.
It used to
Probably
be
back in the
a
1800s.
shipyard here. They used to build ports for ships.
The Delaware River?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did they get that? When
Down
the
to
ship,
Delaware. They used to take it right down to
so
Delaware.
it's not shallow. They're actually able to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some places
It's
are
not
90
shallow.
feet deep.
They get people, about 10 people a year drowned.
Some places are 90
Yeah.
feet deep in that river.
And most of them are from the city in northern New Jersey, believe it or
Really?
not. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the ones that actually drowned it?
They drown, yeah.
Really?
Probably, what, about 10 a year, right?
Because I
Well,
know
you're
that
gross tonight. You're
the
drowned.
Delaware River gets narrow, like the Hudson, and when it goes all the way up to.
Well, they had the canal. Used to be canals here. It came down from further upstate, and they would bring iron ore down
Okay.
to this town, and they'd load it into trains and stuff. It's more really trains in the Delaware, and the trains would take the iron ore. And they used to make the big granite wheels that they crush wheat and stuff with.
I seen one going up here. It was like in the middle of.
Yeah, it's made with granite, so it would last forever, and that's where that came from, up by Elm.
Monument. Yeah.
People might recognize you, right? You've done some announcing for wrestling
Well,
shows,
I
right?
for independent circuit professional
Yeah.
wrestling. I worked with them for over a decade. I've done color commentary for internet talk radio for wrestling, which is of course FCC and corporate free, which means you can say anything you want.
Say a lot.
But I have to mind my P's and Q's because this is regular, you know.
That's right, and,
family style cable. You know?
That's right. You gotta be careful.
Plus, you will get aired. This show will get aired all over on Time Warner Access, besides just here.
Oh, okay.
This is our live version here, and then it goes to other areas.
Well, I did color commentary for a while, and I'm happy to be very good friends with the gentleman that was in the movie titled The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke and Marissa Tomei, that won a Golden Globe. Andrew Anderson, the reinforcer Andrew Anderson.
Sure.
And if you look him up, if you Google Mega Life 21, you'll see me and my the shows that I've done with my partner, the Reverend Dr. William J. Eisenman. We do a show every Saturday called Discussions. And amongst other shows, I do a show called Health Talk about alternative medicine, fitness, nutrition.
Oh, we'd like to get some of them shows up here to air on this station.
But Discussions is on a live stream, www.livestream.com/megalife21. And of course, our newsletter has been around since 1977, which is www.newslettercensored.com. Now, what is Newsletter Censored? Well, my partner who founded it, the Reverend Dr. William J. Eisenman, says it discusses the 5 taboos of American life, which is politics, religion, health, human sexuality, and child rearing. And we discuss things that are very similar to Jesse Ventura's conspiracy theory, which we do not see on True TV anymore.
Right.
Seriously.
That's right.
And
Yeah, I used to watch that. That was actually a good show.
well, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that the powers that be, maybe politics, and the sponsors, just did not like some of the truth. See, when you tell the real hard-hitting truth, of course you're going to tick some people off.
Right.
But in my opinion, and I don't want to get too lengthy, the two-party system seems to have failed Americans. They lie to Americans, and they tell people that, okay, the middle class is obviously carrying the unfair tax burden on their shoulders. Okay, when we get elected, they tell them we're going to fix that. Well, you know what? The jobs are still being outsourced. The middle class are still being strangled with high taxation, and nothing is really changing. So, are they in bed with the elitists? Perhaps. Personally, I support independence. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be about politics. It should be about doing the right thing and taking money out of politics.
Well, you know, it's almost the same in the music field, because I get a lot of airplay over in Ireland and all that.
Oh, really?
And on independent, they demand independent artists. A lot of these on the internet.
Idaho too.
Yeah,
You got an award as the #1 country star in Idaho.
Now, when you get a trophy, when you get an award in Idaho, is it a big
bag of
bronze
potatoes.
potato?
No, he's looking for potatoes. They're going to send him a certificate. He doesn't want the certificate. Send a bag of potatoes, right?
I would make like a big bronze Mr. Potato Head.
That's what I said.
Little eyes.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. I mean, I know a potato head playing an instrument.
Yeah.
An Idaho potato.
This is good. Good stuff.
What do you think of it?
But 15 stations, some.
See, I'm
'cause
behaving.
like you, I send all my stuff out to everybody, and yeah, we won #1 top independent artist of the year.
Yeah. You know,
Whatever that means, I want a bag of potatoes out of it.
You gotta get something out.
I like yams. They're much more nutritious. A lot of fiber. You know,
Yeah.
yams. A yam with a yam.
Idaho must have the best potatoes in the world, so.
Hey, keep an eye on this guy because we're going to be doing some wrestling shows up here.
Yeah, hopefully,
in the
yeah.
near future, hopefully.
Oh, by the way,
All
I
right.
love Kentucky bluegrass.
Right.
Don't laugh, people. If you don't like it, too bad. I like Kentucky bluegrass. I
Right.
don't know. Is that stupid to like
No,
that?
what do you mean, like the grass on the ground?
No, you mean do I like to graze for fiber?
Yeah, I like the
Beta carotene for nutrition? No, I mean this music, Kentucky bluegrass.
Oh, okay.
Banjo.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah,
You know, I like it. I just like it.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, there is a lot of bluegrass. Actually, if you go up farther upstate,
Yeah.
they have like conventions and everything with bluegrass bands.
You know, the only time I ever heard anything about this part of the Delaware River, well, not that the Delaware River is here, I mean this area, is the Shad Festival. I always hear there's a Shad
Well,
Festival.
they stopped doing that because
What happened to the Shad?
everything
They died out.
Well, if you notice in this area,
No more shit.
all the June and May events they've had here for like 7 years got rained out.
Really?
So the sponsors and stuff started saying, let's not do it. We're not making any money. And then they dropped the Shad Fest. They used to have the opening day trout thing.
Was there a beauty contest called Miss Shad?
Yeah, I think so.
Did they play that song Shattered by Rolling Stones? Remember? Shattered.
Well, I can never figure out. They only ate the eggs and threw the rest away. So that was,
My warped sense of humor.
you know, killing fish, just eating the eggs. It's like,
Because I used to cut, back when I was young, when I was a mere fry, I mean, I used to fillet fish for a long time. I could butterfly the trout, I could do anything, but every time I used to clean a shad, it was so bony.
that's why they don't eat them. But, you know, the Indians used to eat the whole thing because they grind it all up. We're lazy.
You want to give out contact information?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our websites, of course, I mentioned before, newslettercensor.com and www.youtube.com/megalife21, www.livestream.com/megalife21. Our email is megalife21@ymail.com. And we're on Facebook. We have a Facebook profile for Megalife21. You could just Google us. I have it to the point, I think we have almost 800 videos, and we're on YouTube, and we have it to the point where you just type in Megalife21 and it all comes up, including the other special guests that you will be seeing on the show.
Very shortly, coming up in just a minute. Right?
Very shortly.
We want to mention Access 23. We have a big fundraiser if you're watching in Port Jervis Deer Park area.
Right. We need to fill that bus.
Next Thursday, August 11th. If you're watching in other areas, you might have missed it already. It depends if we get it on next week. But it's next Thursday. If you're watching it, you can see the commercial after the show. It's airing around the clock. Give me a call on my cell, 845-234-5323.
Why don't you say where we're going, too?
We're going, I'm going to mention that next. We're going to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. $30 per person. You're getting back $35 in comps. All the proceeds are going back into Access 23 TV.
And we definitely need new equipment. I was showing some of these guys the equipment here. It's like
Some ancient stuff there.
I just want to say something, gentlemen. All of the local cable TV shows in my area, they're all a bunch of momos. They're all ham and eggers. You guys are by far the best. You have the best show I've ever seen, even though I haven't seen all of it yet. Because but nevertheless,
Yeah, you carry a big shovel over here, you know.
this is good.
The motor coaches depart from Monroe, Middletown, and Port Jervis on ShopRite and Montague. So if you're interested in joining us, 10, 10:30, and 10:50, give me a call. Just watch it online or on the TV, and the phone number's right there. Just give us a call. You're welcome to join us. It's going to be a great day.
Or buy ice cream from Betsy.
And next time I'm going to demonstrate maybe the Persian clubs. The Iron Sheik took a liking to me, and I actually have the
Iron Sheik.
The actual,
I know you got some great wrestling stories.
I have the Persian clubs, like the real Persian clubs, and I swing them. You know, I swing.
Okay.
I don't take them to swings clubs.
We want to get.
Well, you know what would be nice?
You brought some great entertainment.
If you could give us get us some of them star wrestlers to come on our show here.
Well, all we need is an ample building with reasonable seating area, but the thing is, we need a high ceiling because, of course, they like to jump.
Well, I mean, just to come on even to interview.
Oh, yeah,
would be
we
a
can do
great,
that.
great plug for our show here.
Maybe I'll try to get Andrew Anderson from the movie The Wrestler.
That'd be cool.
I met a lot of legendary wrestlers, going on the road with them and working for them. And it was a pleasure. Unfortunately, Gorilla Monsoon, Gino Morella, the late Gorilla Monsoon said it best. The only reason why anybody would get involved with professional wrestling is because they love it. There is absolutely no other positive reason for getting involved with wrestling, because it's rough. There's a lot of horror stories.
But the fans love it.
But the fans love it.
This is big time here. We got a soda machine and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so we want to get to our entertainment.
Yes, we want to get there.
No, sit down.
Relax.
Relax.
We'll go to them. Then
Now the entertainment, I would have to step over for a bit. Can I come back?
Okay, yeah.
And sit here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
All right. Then we're going to get ready for
We got
entertainment.
to set everything up.
All right.
All right. We have playing with us tonight on our show Morgan Paul, and he's going to be accompanied on a couple songs by Ken Create. And I just want to give his website out. It's going to be concertforthecaring.com. So if you're watching us and you got the web nearby, go to concertforthecaring.com. He's going to be playing 4 songs. Then we're going to have everybody come back and we're going to
talk
interview
about
for a while.
The career and everything.
And then we'll finish it out with another 4 songs.
It'd be great. We get some wrestlers to come on the show here.
That'd be great, right?
Be a nice plug, yeah.
So, without further ado, we have the one and only Morgan Paul.
He needs some does. I hope you see we all can play a part. 'Cause all around there's folks that we all need to understand. And you and I together, we can lend a helping hand. It's easy to ignore it, just to hope it goes away. Well, that ain't gonna cut it, not my problem, you can say. If you open up your eyes, you can see them everywhere. And all they want to know is who cares. It's easy to ignore it, just to hope it goes away. But I ain't gonna cut it, not my problem, you can say. If you open up your eyes, you can see them everywhere. And all they want to know is you care. Well, there you go. You know, there's, it really comes down to who cares. And where the heck did that song come from? Hey, I'm a singer-songwriter, so I write what I see. And I write what I see more often than I care to talk about sometimes. But it's something like 100 songs have been written based on stuff that I see every day. And the who cares concept came up from a woman I met in a bar. No, this is not a joke. A guy goes into a bar, meets a woman. Anyway, it was an open mic, and I met this woman, and she says, "Oh, you know my house. It's right up the street. It's got the candles in the window." And it was July, so I said, well, it's July. Are you going to take down your Christmas decorations? And she said, no, I leave them up all the time because it shows I care. Well, that stuck in my mind for years, and then suddenly one day the concept came up of who cares, and it was one of those great double entendres that you can use both ways in all kinds of different directions. And then I started writing that line. The line popped in my head. There's a candle in the window. It says to me that someone cares, because it really comes down to caring. We need to do that more, and especially in hard times like we have right now. It's something that doesn't cost money to care. You just look around and kind of pay attention to your community and your friends down the street, and that's where you find people that you can care for. You know, it doesn't take a lot. You don't have to change the world by changing the lives of hundreds of people. One will do, but one is really important. Concert for the Caring is a concert based on that concept. It's based on people caring for each other and then coming together where they can be among people of like mind. And the basis of all that creates all that community awareness. One day I was walking down the street and saw an old friend who was a Vietnam-era veteran, and he was pretty down on his luck and a little frustrated with the world, and that created this the next song we're going to do, called "The World of What Could Be." The world of what could be. One day, another songwriter inspiration was that was thinking one day as I was leaving my driveway, my house, and I stopped at the bottom of the driveway and I thought, man, all these years of work, all these struggles we all do, and we kind of accumulate all that stuff in our lives back at home, right? But for a long time, when the economy was booming and everything, we kind of looked out all the time. We were always going out to dinner, going out here, go, 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 go. And meanwhile, back home is where, the heart is, that's where we are. That's where we live, we sleep, we build our families and everything. But too easy we get wrapped up in those frenetic going things, So, I thought about that one day, and I stopped, and I got out of the car, and I looked around, and I looked at that house, and that, that yard, and the dogs, and the cat, and everything. And I thought about the wife and the kid, and I said, man, sure did build a lot of good stuff. So I said, and then, of course, the songwriter then kicked in on me, and I said, maybe if we took a little time, we could find home, and instead of finding something out. And so Finding Home was born, and here it is.
So patiently, spent my time so foolishly.
absence of hosts, that's what we do. So, this next song, it's called Time. This is kind of up-tempo thing, a little brassy, kind of Chicago kind of a song. It's called Time. And it's a kind of a, you know, you can make your own opinions of it. It's kind of electric kind of a thing. So let's roll that track and we'll have some fun with this one. If I could be the one to turn back time, would it change a thing? Should I
I didn't know that. You should notice we was doing all the overlays too with him and mixed with you.
Ah, man, all fancy stuff. I thought you said you needed new equipment.
That was
Well, you
good.
know, we got talented people here. You know how that is.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, you make the best of what you got.
I got to take good care of the crew here.
That's great.
You know, a bowl of soup once in a while.
You know, a little extra gruel there, you know.
Yeah, you get. I'm telling you, those
Benji buys a
really good
pizza
songs.
every once in a while, and his wife gives him an extra $10.
Every now and
You
then.
could
Yeah.
pizza?
Yeah, so that's pretty nice.
Now, you write all your own songs.
All my own songs. Yeah.
That's incredible. It's really good stuff.
It's well, it was, you know, it's a never-ending, you know, source of inspiration. You know, I'm working a lot with, you know, low income, you know, down where people really have problems, and it just, you know, one after another, these songs would pop in my head, situations would pop in my head. You know, I always tell people, be very careful, because if you get on my wrong side, I'm going to put you in a song.
You know, I've talked to Carl about this. I've asked him a lot. How long does it take you to write a song? Can you just watching TV one night and you say, oh,
I think it
I got to
just
sit down and write a
happens
song? Does it just happens, or can you do it in like a half hour? Does it take like a week?
It comes in a flash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It comes in a
same with
flash.
us, yeah.
You know, and it's suddenly like one day I took, you know, usually it's a 3 a.m. thing for me. I wake up in the middle of the night, can't sleep, and because something's rattling around there, and I sit down, piece of paper, and I start writing. But sometimes it's the other way around. I took a nap one day at 2 o'clock. I woke up an hour later with vivid memory of what I'm trying to say is, what I really mean is, dear Dad, it's time to say goodbye. And so that became a song. I just wrote those words down immediately. That was in the thick of a dream. So I just look up and say, thank you, God. It's great.
Well, Paul McCartney said that's what happened to him. It happened to him with quite a few songs. Eleanor Rigby song.
Sure.
He just got it in his head and
A wonderful song.
did it, you know. And then, but I think that happens to a lot of people. And the words and melody and everything comes right in the same, usually in the same package.
Yeah, you know, it's you know, a lot of times my best vocals are done Sunday morning, and I have a church next to me. So I always tell people that's God's splash. You know, there's people are out there praying, they're doing their thing, you know, doing a wonderful job, I'm sure. And I'm out there trying to do vocals in the studio, and it just comes out perfect. And I just like, thank you. You know, keep praying, it's working.
You know, and another thing we try to do, just for the fun of it, we'll make up tracks to a song we wrote,
Mhm.
and then take the vocals off, and see how many songs we can write to that track.
That works, yeah.
Just
yeah.
for the heck of it.
That works. Well, there is a kind of a formula, you know, there's the stuff that people expect to hear, certain verse-chorus kind of combinations, and if you stick to that, then the public kind of is ready for the song. We did a show Tuesday night, and it was a great show, and in the program, I put the words to all the songs. And right at the first song I did, Who Cares?, the front row, they're reading the words and singing the song they've never heard before.
Oh, that's cool.
And well, that made the gig real easy because it was a hometown gig. And, you know, if you die in your hometown, you got to see those people at the shop, right? You got to see them everywhere. Pizza place, you go in, and all
It's like
they
Ben
So
Simmons.
he's singing the song at the wake.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. You know, so it's like I can't screw this one up, and it was just beautiful. So I had a wonderful time, great crowd, you know, interacting and all that.
Well, you got
good
some
stuff.
beautiful songs, I gotta tell you.
Oh, thank you.
Now that I hear more of it, and your mime work is really neat.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that was something that we were watching it on the video, and Ken, when you came out.
Doing the game?
Yeah, that was really cool, buddy.
Well,
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, I've been doing it for a while, but I first met Paul down in Artist Place where he belonged, and I belonged now down in Patterson. I was doing the Falls Festival, and I told the lady I like to roam the streets. And she goes, yeah, sure. So I roamed the streets, and the people loved it, but she said, go down the street and entertain the artists. So I went down, and I entertained the artists, and that's where I met Paul. And Paul says, oh, you got to come back later. This is great. They're going to love it. Come back. So I came back, and he loved it. He said, you got to start hanging out down here. So I says, okay. And then I became a member. And then he said to me, I got to show you my whole thing I want to put together. And
Nice.
that's how we clicked. And doing the cane, see, my best friend, he's a magician that travels the whole world. So I got like a lot of props off of him. And it's called the dancing cane. But when magicians do it, they do it real slow.
Right.
But I looked at it and said, well, this is called the dancing cane. I want to dance.
Well,
with
yeah,
this.
I don't know where that really originated from, but Charlie Chaplin movies, the old ones.
Oh yeah, he was great. He was the best.
He did that. It was similar stuff the way
Yeah,
he did it.
he was the best. So many people imitated him. So then my friend gave me incorporated lights and everything, and the mime. But see, I didn't want to put my laurels just into accomplishing one thing.
Right.
Because to get to where I want to go and to where Paul wants to go, I believe we got to be versatile. Because there's so much stuff out there that's not entertaining.
Right.
But they're taking it.
Well, you're putting on a real show.
Right. But the more things that you can do, because I also write too, but the more things that you can do and be versatile, then you know what I mean. That could lead to
Well,
what.
yeah, you never know what door's going to open.
Yeah, exactly.
So I found with local talent, and I don't know about that because he's still driving the ice cream truck, but the local
Where
talent,
we get this ice cream.
I don't want to go up through that road again. I've seen windows open for local artists. I know a girl could sign with Sony Records because they wanted to do Cyndi Lauper. She had that same look, and she ripped the contract up. Said they ain't let me do country. I ain't do. Well, that's the door.
Right.
And
Once you get in the door, you can.
And I know another girl who opened for Loretta Lynn way back when, and Loretta Lynn loved the way she sang. And she says, "Look, finish my tour, we'll pay you and everything, but we don't need your band." She says, "Well, my band don't come, I ain't coming." Big mistake. So now she's still in Middletown. I think she moved to Florida. Excellent voice, but she didn't need her band. They got the best musicians in the world playing for Loretta Lynn. So, and then I had another one. Two girls and the father and brother played together, and same thing. Sony Records wanted the two young girls, and they wouldn't go without their father. But that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Doors opening. The door opens. It's tough because you got fans and a band, and you got to take it.
We have a great opportunity, I think, now, though, because the record. I worked with record Belly and Beast, for 30 years in Manhattan, and that's pretty much gone now.
Yeah.
Which means that we have a unique opportunity to reshape the music industry. I see it as live performance because it's the only thing you can download for free. I'll use the politically correct term. Steal. You can't do that with a live performance, which opens up a whole bunch of opportunities for what they call in media hyperlocalism. It's where it's all about here and it's less about out there. So that means like you get regional tours. I mean, in our case with Concert for the Caring, we're focusing on not-for-profits because they need desperately to get their message out to audiences, and those vehicles are gone. People don't gather around radio, they don't gather around one or two or three stations.
Well, they really don't even come out and dance no more. Like
They don't come out and dance anymore. So what do you do to get them together? Well, I came with the idea of the Concert for the Caring. So people care. They all care. They have a heart for it, but they just don't have any reason to come out of the house. So we take this into high school auditoriums, and which every town has one nearby, and they're 500 to 1,000 seats. And then we get together with the not-for-profits in the area, and we help raise them money. And we advertise.
Well,
That's one of the reasons we wanted you to have you on.
And
We do a lot with a lot of fundraisers.
I've done stuff with Hank Williams' daughter, Jet Williams.
Oh, yeah.
And she, her management said the same thing. They went back to the studio and threw her demo away and said that we're gonna just do it raw because people are sick of the canned stuff. It sounds so perfect. It doesn't sound like a real band, like
Doesn't
they're
sound
really
real.
playing. And we do our band, we just do it raw like us, whether you like it or not, but it's us.
Mhm.
And we're getting airplay all over the place because it's raw and original.
It's original. Has to be
And
original.
he says, you know what, that's what we're doing too, because that canned stuff.
But you know what I also found out too, like even with myself, there's stuff like I'll be doing and I ad-lib stuff, and it just,
Oh yeah.
it just comes to you, and then you remember like little pieces, or because like when I was growing up, I was watching Fred Astaire movies, Gene Kelly
yeah,
movies,
yeah.
Charlie Chaplin, Michael Jackson, so it was like they were my teachers. So the Nicholas Brothers, so I studied under the best,
Oh yeah.
you know. That's
Well,
great.
listen, we don't want to cut you short because I'm going to run out of time here
Yeah.
for your next section here. So what are you going to do so I can
We
get
got.
you
I
get
think we
it
can
in?
do 3 more.
I think let me go see what we've set up and get back on stage and see what we got. About 3 more, you think?
Yeah, 3 more I can squeeze
It's
in.
about 15
Yeah.
minutes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. Well, less maybe. We'll be lucky.
Great. Okay.
All right, good.
Go ahead, get ready, and
All right, nice meeting you guys.
Morgan Paul and accompanied by
So
Ken
you got me in
Green.
trouble with the
Doing a
producer
great
again.
job.
You
Why?
talk too much. I'm glad I ain't like that.
We have some great entertainment today. Tonight.
I
We want to thank, if we don't get a chance after they play, we want to thank James coming on.
Oh
too.
yeah,
We're gonna have-
and I'd love to have some, get some wrestling going here and have
yeah.
some of them stars on our show. It'd be
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
I'd appreciate it real lot. It would help our show a lot. And we do go out over 1 million viewers, believe it or not, all through the Hudson Valley. So
Everybody north of Rockland County that has Time Warner, welcome aboard. You can watch us on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and live Thursdays in
All right,
Port
let's introduce
Park.
this.
CarRichesBand.com,
Ready to go.
BettyPromotions.com. We got Morgan Paul, ConcertForTheCaring.com is his website. Check it out, and he's gonna play a few more songs for us tonight. Keeping country strong. Morgan Paul, take it away, buddy.
All right, thank you. With some really great people who just happen to be really poor. And I met these wonderful little kids in school who were so full of joy and fired up about education. And then I'd hear that they were going into these really bad sections of town and they had to make a life there. So I thought that with this cute little girl I met, you know, and she was just like so sweet. And it just stuck in my head in one of those 3 a.m. moments. I thought, you know, the only time that she probably gets a break from drug abuse in her neighborhood and all that stuff you hear about, violence and all that stuff, is probably when she dreams. And that was the seed of this song, this next song called Daydream. Sunday summer's day, the gentle breezes blow. This next song, I was working a lot with the soldiers down in Riverdale Armory, the National Guard, and with a lot of their problems. And we don't think too much about them. We figure they get deployed, they get pay coming in. But those moms, and when the husband stays home and the wife is deployed, are family people generally, and they have a lot to do with very little money. So I focused on them for a while. We raised some money for bicycles and things for the kids, and trying to cover their six, basically. And it became kind of a passion for me, an obsession, and it worked out really well. So during that time, I thought, there's a certain kind of person and a certain kind of family that's military, and that's and they have a lot of character and a lot of strength, but they do need a lot of backup from home. And I think you'll enjoy this. This is called Make a Wish.
That's it.
Today your mother kissed her son goodbye.
Great job.
Mr. King Creed, come on over here.
We're looking at the screen and say, yeehaw, we're out of here.
All right.
1, 2, 3.